let them be in.
Last month's murder-suicide that claimed 6 lives.
16-year-old Ryan Barnett was shot. He survived and is talking publicly for the first time. In a story you'll see only on 5, Roan Norman shows us how Ryan's road to recovery is progressing, thanks to the support from his family and people like you.
Ryan Barnett is a survivor. The soft-spoken teen celebrated his 16th birthday 4 days after his 3 brothers, 1 sister, and mother were shot and killed by their stepfather, who also killed himself.
He was involved in a very tragic event, but these tragic events happen every single day. You don't have to isolate yourself. You have to get back out into the community and say, I am a survivor.
So you might ask yourself, why do these actors do this? Well, when we look at the case of, let's say, Eddie Murphy, you thought that his first appearance was on Saturday Night Live. This one right here.
Yes, what images by Tyrone Green.
Notice the green reference again.
Dark and lonely on the summer night. Kill my landlord. Kill my landlord. The watchdog barking. Do he fight? Kill my landlord.
But that wasn't his first performance. His first performance actually took place during the Jonestown massacre.
When did people start to die? I mean, who started to die first? How did it go?
Jim Jones said, you must do the babies first, take care of the babies first. So at that time, we were having nurses and going out, picking up babies out of mothers' arms, and some of the mothers themselves were coming up with their babies, and they were forced to take the potion.
Natty's not the only one that got his first break doing a scam like this. In fact, Whoopi Goldberg got hers too, and Dennis Rodman. And we even see the actor Michael Rooker standing in the back. I don't know if this is his first appearance, but he is definitely in it.
I find myself just standing and just my son's on the floor, and
Now this person right here is Jamie Kennedy from the Jamie Kennedy Experiment. He was also down at the Occupy Dallas event that I videotaped with Tony Greenberg and the Baldwin brothers and a lot of the other actors. Now he also was in the recent Bachelorette show, one of the finalists, and we've seen him at the Occupy Wall Street event also getting arrested.
I'm looking around and like I see the balcony because the shots had stopped for a second, and I look over to see if I can jump over because I'm on top of the balcony and I'm contemplating in my head.
Out. We left each other in a place where it was uncomfortable. I'd love to talk to her tonight and really assure her that, you know, I'm here for her.
As I turn to like find Ethan in the dark of the theater with the gas, like I'm just so disoriented.
Something or some special effects or whatever, so we just kind of stayed in our seats. Like, we didn't really react until everybody literally started screaming and freaking out, and that's when we're like, okay, this isn't a prank. So we just dropped to the ground, kind of just found our way out to the back exit where everybody was just pushing each other trying to get out, and like we got pushed and everybody's just trying to get out. There was a girl who got hit in the leg. She was trying.
About 5 minutes after the movie had started, we see something fly across the room and explode, and shortly after that we see like smoke coming from it. And when you look, shortly after that we see like loud flashes.
9-1, hang up, 907-4983. 911, are you reporting the shooting?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you witness anything?
Yes, I did.
You witnessed it? What is your name?
Emma McMahon.
I'm sorry?
Emma McMahon.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sorry, I can't understand. What is your name?
Yep, I'm sorry. EMMAMCMBHON. Emma McMahon.
Okay, and what did you witness, ma'am?
I witnessed this first gunshot, and then I tried to duck down. I see the man that was caught shooting was held down by some...
Ben Stiller was everything that I could have asked for in an acting partner. He's not only brilliant in the movie, he so became Roger Greenberg that
the Gabrielle Giffords hoax wasn't her first acting debut. She's been in several others, including this one, where she plays two parts, the victim and the victim's friend.
Friends and neighbors say Danielle Greenway.
Make sure to pay attention to the use of the green word, like Greenberg, Greenway. They love to do the name games, and green is the one that they always try to use.
And her boyfriend Chris Hall had big hearts, a quiet couple that lived in this home in Allen Park. But about a month ago, we're told they let Danielle's ex-boyfriend move in with them.
She said that he was a friend that...
Now, she is a professional actor. She knows how to manipulate her voice. She knows how to manipulate her face to create a different character to make herself look as somebody else. She's very good at this, and she's done this in several events, including the Occupy Wall Street event as well. But like I've said in the past, where you find one of these family members, you'll find more. So here are a few more members of the Greenbergs and Harmon's families.
Decided to go into the third row, and that's when I slipped on some blood, landed on a lady, shook her, told her we gotta go, realized she had no response, realized she was dead, so. Made my way into the exit hall and waited for my friends. Got out of there. There was a guy, he shot in the shoulder, something, whole clench in his shoulder, blood all up his face and his arm. And we got out of that theater. And
unsuspecting moviegoers.
All you hear is just gunfire left and right. Anytime somebody tried to just get up and run away, he would just shoot them. He didn't have a specific agenda. He was just shooting people left and right.
People. How likely is it that a Gaddafi and his right-hand men will ever see the inside of The Hague?
Well, that's a very good question, and one that we'll have to see as it plays out. But I think it would be easy to dismiss the International Criminal Court's appeal for an arrest warrant for his...
The show is The Drawn Word. My name is Chris Irving, and the place is New York City. Our guest tonight is an innovative and experimental graphic novelist and animator by the name of Dash Shaw. You may know Dash's work from Bottomless Belly Button, Body World, and...
Alex and me are at the game, we're sitting there, the guy is sitting there, got his knees all out, and Alex is, excuse me, the guy kept making some comments to Alex. He said, oh yeah, you want to make, I said, yeah, I'll make something of it. I start going towards the guy, and Alex is behind me. Alex comes running up, Dad, don't. He grabs me like this and is holding me from the back. I can't move my arms.
The show is The Drawn Word. My name is Chris Irving, and the place is New York City. Our guest tonight is an innovative and experimental...
Law enforcement sources identify the suspect as 24-year-old James Holmes.
The difference, the psychotic senators are labeling people like Breivik out in Norway who planned incredibly well exactly what he was doing.
have 3 patients on the regular floor, our trauma floor. We have 4 patients in the intensive care unit. Of those 4 patients that are in the intensive care unit, 2 of them remain in a critical condition, but they are stable. And things that were...
So when he came in, I saw him just sort of stroll up and toss the canister, and he went over the crowd behind me, and I knew it was some sort of irritant, or because my eyes started burning as soon as he let go of the canister.
So you instantly started to feel it?
Yeah, we got out pretty quick, but he started shooting, right after he threw it, he started shooting into the crowd and near exits and that kind of thing.
Were you...
The word victim is often used to characterize those who died in this tragedy, but other victims, some of the massacre's survivors, have... The word victim is often used to characterize those who died in this tragedy.
Hung out with Emily since London, and I'm freaking out. We left each other in a place where it was uncomfortable. Like
touching every button and going and knocking everybody off the air. Yeah, she was your intern.
Worked at the station there. I was there in San Antonio doing the morning show, and then when I moved here to Denver a couple years ago, really enjoyed the city, and she wanted to kind of progress her career and asked, "Hey, should I move? Should I move out there and do it?" And I said, "Absolutely." It was a great risk, and I think that is the thing. His sister was always about was taking a risk and pushing herself. And
welcome to Max Spurs Live, the official team show of the Silver and Black.
Walking into today, I wanted to feel clarity. I wanted to feel very confident because I've pictured a life with both of these guys. My life, it's just heartbreaking to me. I have a huge decision to make today.
The best way that you can fight back against these individuals is to make sure that if you've lost money in the recent IPO of Facebook, that you understand the following facts and possibly get a lawyer and do something about this. The Greenbergs and the Rockefellers are behind the Facebook IPO. By that I mean the person that you know as Mark Zuckerberg is Jacob Michael Greenberg, Maurice Greenberg's grandson. That is a pseudonym name that he's using that's derived from his grandmother's name, Zuckerman, and from, of course, Maurice's name, Greenberg. The facts behind this individual are that he is not 28 years old, as the media reports him, and as they reported to the SEC during their filing for their IPO. During February of this year, Jacob was arrested for drug possession in Maricopa County, Arizona. That just happens to be the same county that his relative, that is assuming the role of the sheriff, that's Sheriff Joe Arpaio, and Joe gets his name from AR, Arizona, PA, Pennsylvania, where he was Frank Rizzo, the mayor of Philadelphia, and of course IO, the Chicago Theater, as we see at the end of this video, the tie-in to that. He is actually David Rockefeller Jr. Now, the filing with the SEC has been sealed till 2016. Now, why would they do that? Well, it's because they don't want you to know that he is not 28 years old, and he is 22 years old in February. And that would mean that the whole story behind Facebook and its beginnings of him being a dropout from Harvard are a lie. That is important because failure to disclose that type of information to the investors of an IPO is 100% against the law. Now, I've filed complaints with the SEC, and I filed 5 of them, as a matter of fact. They've called me back on 1, and that's it. So what you need to do is you can go to Google, you can search for Jacob Michael Greenberg. You will see his arrest record and his mugshots. You can take that to your lawyer and demand that they do something about your investment that you've lost because of Facebook. Other ways that you can fight these people: you can boycott Skechers USA, since that is owned by the Greenbergs. Also, boycott Bravo Networks and all their affiliates. Make sure you write them a letter and let them know why you're boycotting them. And finally, you can send a registered letter to your local television network management. The reason why it needs to be registered is you need to have proof of the fact that you've sent this letter to them. In that letter, you need to inform them of this event and that it is a hoax. The FCC has strict guidelines that forbid them, if they know that the event is a hoax, from broadcasting that information. So if you inform them of this fact, they, by law, have to not air it. If they do, you have proof that you've informed them and they can lose their license.